So the Fifpro 11 essentially a award schema exclusively voted by players. And Fifpro Nangasan essentially a group of professional football organization, almost players, welfare, and man. Now, most of the times, based on the performances of the players in a particular calendar year. Into players, no, contribution to our club successes, and contribution to our national team successes. Now, I would say, most of the time, sometimes 4-3-3, but on the Fifpro website, almost usually a one goalkeeper, 3 defenders, 3 midfielders, and then 3 forwards. Okay. So I think that's a problem because one goalkeeper, 3 midfielders, and 3 forwards. A Fifpro 11, of course, outfield players, supposed to be 10. So there's an issue over there on websites and so on. That they are debutants. Players be on man. When you're my first time on my room, our Fifpro 11 him and Abrantia, your friend Jeremy Frimpong from Bino for Leverkusen. The very first time our Fifpro 11 him any Phil Foden, Manchester City, any England, and the first time our Fifpro 11 shortlist any William Saliba. The first time our Fifpro 11 any Jamal Musiala, of course, after New Year for Germany on the Florian Wirtz or the D-Mannschaft last year in the Euros. No, this is the very first time we're in the Fifpro 11. There is also Chelsea's Cole Palmer, of course. Cole breakthrough season last season. Oceania Cole the goal contribution throughout last season, number of even home goal contribution this season. Kola is very, very instrumental for everything that Chelsea has done. In the final of the Euros, so free bench, Eba Beshego, a very important player. Also, Obitsa Brent Fell Lamine Yamal also or complete the list of 6 players, so me a debutant over the Fifpro 11. And everybody knows Lamine Yamal. From the tail end of last season, their impact in the FC Barcelona team and also Spanish La Roya team I call final the Euros no, he was definitely important our Fifpro conversation and like we said a better list of players will be voted by players across the world, usually club captains, any national team captains in that conversation. See, Rich, usually award schemes are about opinions. What you think about say player or deserve it to be there or not. But Niama Fifpro ne dance and say they are taking the opinions of colleagues and area simwa say oh yeah juma baby. Na say obi a oni adwuma nim e hye won nyama e different from say omo a woni omo free e pre dibie e pre e compete quote and unquote no Ebeka said no akwawi or your top notch where Jumana or him, and that's how what makes the Fifpro very, very important. And you fancy it say in the conversation of picking who wins or who did it do no the players' performance in the context of our club na some national team no it's a player and a contribution to the club and a player and a contribution to Nemain and as a country number into there. Yes, started with the first goalkeeper. We are looking at Edison Morales, who is a Brazilian goalkeeper, but in the Brazilian national team, and you're not tired. Alisson Becker. Then there is Martinez, Emiliano Martinez, who won just the Ballon d'Or. I mean, the Pierre Yashin, best goalkeeper of the year. No. I mean, from the Ballon d'Or one, no, then the Manuel Neuer also for the German national team. I think that. Although in the context of club side, Emiliano Martinez, I said and do the levels of Edison Morales and also for Manonia. Yes, especially in Europe. But in the English Premier League, instrumental for everything that Aston Villa for. In fact, in terms of save percentage in the English Premier League that last season, it was only David Raya. And I know back close to him in terms of sound numbers, no. So it was important. So for me, I would go for Brantia Yefreno, Emiliano Martinez as my goalkeeper in post. So if I want 10 outfield players, when I'm going for my centre backs and my defenders there, then I'll look through. For me, last season, one of the best defenders we are say, Brantia Yefreno Antonio Rudiger
of Real Madrid.
Yeah, both for Madrid and for Germany. For all aspects of the game, for me, so I will discuss it, the importance of a centre back in a team. You are looking at it with the ball and without the ball. And Antonio Rudiger, excellent in terms of the physicality and the ability to read the game, when to step out of the block and nick out danger in defense. And in the aggression levels are very important in the modern game. say who use any midfielder in the center back in the modern game. The person has to be able to read the game well. They need to be able to step in and knock out danger, and they need to be able to play the ball. Near time from the ball playing center back no. And I had Antonio Rudiger. I very good at it. My next defender, I will show him. I buy a branch friend Ruben Diaz. For the Portuguese national team and also for Manchester City. Very also instrumental. Again, in terms of leadership, Ruben Diaz will offer you that. Very, very good in the calendar year for Manchester City. Married in the year in the semi-final of the Champions League. But then again, they were very, very good in that competition. The season before, no, I just trouble with Madrid, our Champions League. Then I'll go in for a branch here, William Saliba. Very, very important player also for me. He was top notch in everything that Arsenal did. Then me only fullback, as part of my top, me center, me defenders, ever branch friend Danny Carvajal. I think that Danny deserved a huge shot at the Ballon d'Or, both for the La Roa, and then also for team my friend Madrid last season in the Champions League. Almost in the Champions League, they were top. Also, in our year for Madrid team, very important. As captain of the Madrid side, he was so important in everything. It's me defenders, Dani Carvajal, Ruben Diaz, Antonio Rudiger, and Abrantia. I think that's all. So Rudiger, William Saliba, Ruben Diaz, and Abrantia friend Dani Carvajal will make my 4 defenders. Now, then in the middle of the pack. And then I'm a player born home modern last season. And in terms of midfielders last season, you cannot do away with our branch friend Rodri Cascante. It was excellent, both for Euros and also for Manchester City. Mean Casabe about our branch your friend Rodri Cascante. Last season again for Madrid, so we'll have a conversation. You cannot do away with our branch friend Toni Kroos. Also very important as an 8. So I would have Rodri Cascante, have our branch friend Toni Kroos in there. Then I'm looking for a number 10. I had a little bit torn. Why I make for number 10? May share between a branch friend Phil Foden, who was the best player in the English Premier League that season. Also very instrumental for Manchester City in the Euros, of course, in the UEFA Champions League. Not too effective in the Euros. But I would rather go with a branch friend Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham. Into the midfielders 3, Toni Kroos, Rodri Cascante, and Jude Bellingham. Now, as me attackers, probably the simplest of the lots. First one, a branch friend Vinicius Junior. Very, very important for Madrid. Everything that Madrid did last season in the lead up to the Champions League final was hinged on a branch friend Vinicius Junior, or a sole difference maker for Madrid team. Yes, he wasn't the best for the Brazilian national team, but the impact in Madrid is something that you just cannot overlook. And I would go in for a branch your friend Vinicius Junior in there. I need a striker. Last season, in terms of goals, 2 strikers in a team, Haaland and a branch friend Harry Kane. So I need to choose between them. My center forward, and then never call conversation with more Haaland. I'd rather go with Harry Kane as my center forward. Because I think that Bayern were in the semi-final, actually, our Champions League. I'm call Bernabeu and free in terms of the performance for the English national team, or call the finals over there in terms of the Euros now. And his goal contribution was important for Bayern. The goal contribution was important for the 3 Lions of England. So after taking Vinicius Junior, Mefa Branche Freno, Harry Kane, then I need one more winger. I think it goes for Abrantia Yefreno Lamine Yamal.
Because of the Euros.
Yeah, Mefa Lamine Yamal. I mean, I was torn between players now, Messi, Ronaldo, Kopama, Lamine Yamal, any Abrantia Yefreno, Erling Haaland, but then I'll go with Lamine Yamal because I think it was important for the La Roya of Spain.
Before I'm a Ayala to the controversies I walk 11 now, and now such shortlist nearby.
Yeah.
It me feel say na Fifpro pa munko yi what the shortlist about. No Mo Salah, no Lautaro Martinez, Ademola Lookman. Some players in the Monvo Mancao. I call this Lionel Messi ne Cristiano Ronaldo do my babagum.
You see,
I'm on
for somebody like Lautaro Martinez, me because I think saying the year in review, you just cannot rule out and run Italy for your more awards.
Best player.
You want the best player in the Serie A. And of course, you can't discount the goals or the run at Inter for last season. Although Inter for Efrimu, I think in the round of 16 against Atletico de Madrid last season. But then he went as far as the final and won the Copa America for Argentina. So yes, there are problems over there. I don't know how Ademola Lookman stands amongst these attackers, especially for the attackers near Oasino. Ademola Lookman entered. Yes, he was good, but the season in review, he didn't really stand out in the. For Africa, he is the guy. Again, for Mohamed Salah, last season under the season in review, he was good at certain portions, but not throughout the season. And that's why, for me, I would rather go with Lautaro Martinez. I think that he deserves an inclusion. Minim Nintia Messi or I say, Minim Nintia Ronaldo or I say.
Okay.
I think that Lautaro Martinez deserves a mention.
Kofi, me that's Fiifi Manfred Martin in Kano. Me kwa Ayala ona. Aya. Shortlist number. Fifpro.
Me who shortlist no. The first thing about me chim they say Rich so I was ba nyanto was here. When we talk about awards, I think say one bontia who debate no. We should be less emotional and nyanto was here bebre. Unim dentia. Fifpro is supposed to be the players themselves on more awards. We the journalists bio.
We the players na.
And you will be a tier bon team bio.
I will nim football.
Happy.
You are more bona.
Tiasi born or born within year we know. We share more park no so we share boni be player. Position by position. One na jiri so munim born a ball. Na players na akwa tuaba. Na out of the vote no Rich yeah short list. Now let me explain baby. Me dey good platform no so menim say omo social media no omo hu a omo betimi aboa ya. Fifpro for the say about 21,000 players. And a two Fifpro abano. 21,000 players. And a two abano. So uko na uridia. Rich, asema mo pese omo kanyina ne say 21,000 enkofo na mo 2 yen. From 70 countries. And yama omo eto abano to select omo ward 11. Honum. Now Rich, ward 11 no. Yenya a short list of 26 men. And on a say yana a day at no. Now according to Fifpro for the team here, award no more no. The third place no more to abane say about na moto no. Between 21st of August to the 14th of July 2024. Now Rich, I have a small problem with date now. Unim the entia. Yebo AFCON final, I think 11th of February. So it means that within the year no, captured. Yebo Euro finals, 14th of July now no more canon. And yebo Euro final, ma Spain, I say England 2-1. But Rich, yebo Copa America final, the following day, which was on the 15th of July. So are you telling the player say, in capturing players no meaning bono move mono, any performance in the Copa America final, I consider fan vote. And I think say I was a Fifpro for almost dates in a year because the finals of the Copa America was played on the 15th of July between Argentina and Colombia. And dates no it doesn't fall with this dates no. Now Rich, you move on. Also now Fifi said there's a certain controversy about players that are almost selected because they are supposed to select one goalkeeper, 3 defenders, 3 midfielders, 3 attackers. Open say now players the power of win say 11 players they don't bobo na. The answer is that must select 1 goalkeeper, 3 defenders, 3 midfielders, 3 strikers if we are. Now after per players now must select vote na abani nyinaa no the next alpha player only mo 3 defenders 3 midfielders 3 strikers no nanso all the most vote no need na be count. So for instance yeyi goalkeeper ni wie na yeyi 3 defenders yeyi 3 midfielders ni yeyi 3 attackers ni fiwa. Say if the next person onya most vote no or a defender he then comes into it to make it a 4-3-3. So Oya midfielder, he comes into it to make it a 3-4-3. So Oya striker, he comes into it to make a 3-3-4. That is what Fifpro no ever so much same, so that people will understand how a normal is it here. Now, Rich, I think so there's a special mention for the debutants, you know. Look, say we a footballer. Now say one kasa unko 4 players and recognize you say you need to be shortlist for the Fifpro. Then you have not reached. But the moment I will be real, then it means you are now reaching the heights. The recognition is not only from league or fans, journalists, but it is coming from players now. No, Musa can say, Ampa Unimbo. It is already debutant. Say na Fiifi Manfred. I think say we have Jeremy Frimpong, Phil Foden, William Saliba, Jamal Musiala, Lamine Yamal, and Akopama. Rich, so all listener, a show the they are debutants, you know, a lot of young players. Almost all of them are young players. It's a show say now you are now all climbing the ladder not to become an elite, consistent footballer. Footballers like who said these are the stars in the making for the future. Oh, it's many Japan, but some debutants now. Rich, the many German pa. I have been to a friend Jeremy Frimpong. What a performance for team my friend for Leverkusen. Of course, you'll be happy for Lamine Yamal, Kopama, Jamal Musiala in particular. So, but on my performance, you know, they were always going to crash the Fifpro world level, you know. But these players, you know, are more than par, and for me, they are the next future. You know. Rich, now let's go to me making my list for the Fifpro. No?
Okay, before I be on list, you know, I ran to be a question. Also, per the explanation out of mine as to why here, Fifpro for the year, no, 3
1 3 3
1 3 3 3 no. This a Kobani says a baby in a goalkeeper, you know,
and then the next
no man.
No, this the criteria. This time me kasa in Pakononti ni me say. Almost 1 3 3 new year. The next highest voter of the outfield players.
Okay. Outfield.
Yes. Almost outfield players. No. It is almost a guy back on Facebook. Can criteria let on call read ya. Almost say ya outfield players.
About the goalkeeper.
It's goalkeeper ya outfield player. So that settles the matter.
Yanko to 11. No.
From the 11. Baby I made Rubiano. Now me the omissions and addition ya me so ni ho na me the aba.
Okay.
What is Manuel Noya doing? Manuel Noya.
Barney said surprisingly. Messages have been so far. Lydia Bembe 3 or 4.
He's popular.
Okay.
He's popular. And it's make us say this Fifpro shortlist. I was a more beer who say, so we debate about Awasa. I am to was here. Which Obian in the choice. And yes, I want. Obian in the choice. Me that is why I find it very, very amusing. Say Obian attack Obi because of the choice. Obi go to me the Obi attack me now. Say Argentina, choice yes I way. And I dey open me pay. Place the club must say kind of park in so. Rich say between August and July, Manuel Noya are the best 3 goalkeepers. Oh yes, players. Manuel. I'm surprised. But out of a more there, which I think is Emiliano Martinez a obvious choice. You see, when it comes to club football, he is one big reason why Villa is playing the Champions League this season. And yes, you know, he won the Copa America again with team friend Argentina. Until say he is the best goalkeeper when it comes to Star Wars way, and he won it in the Ballon d'Or no I think say obe repeat e wo FIFA Fifpro nim ona obe goalkeeper no. Now Rich, me 3 defenders no. Shortlist ni wa. It is too easy for me. Dani Carvajal, William Saliba, Antonio Rudiger. Dani Carvajal, Antonio Rudiger, and Abranti friend William Saliba. So easy. Marshall list ni musa. I see Van Dijk mabuna ninchie. No who Ruben Dias mabuna ninchie. No Walker mabuna ninchie. They are very very good. But within the duration I hear players in the Rich, me sure say out of the short list, defenders no more on a ball etching Dani Carvajal, William Saliba, any Abranti friend Antonio Rudiger. Okay. Now Rich, me come for this one. Again, me question players and say, are they about to friend of Florian Vert? Why are you Bonibiana? Are the players telling me, say, Rich, they didn't see that young guy with what he did with Leverkusen and even with the German national team are the heroes? I'm shocked. Kevin De Bruyne, a ball from August to July at a Florian Vert. How? Luka Modric. Come on. Players, you mean Tio Mase. And on him say, Florian Vert, Emishine, what do you know? I'm a rich, Okome for this no more. My first 2 choices is Rodri and Jude Bellingham. Sanko and Kasana here from defenders. No, Kamikatameni. Then I add him. But because only one, say me you Rodri, not me you Jude Bellingham. I have to think. I say me sheshe ma dwini mu na ma hwe Toni Kroos kakra na ma hwe Freddy Valverde na ma hwe Jamal Musiala na I too many adventure but Florian Vert it's a straight choice or no any Bellingham any Rodri but only way there I will give it to Federico Valverde. I think he said no.
Okay.
No, I think I will give it to Federico Valverde. They work great for Real Madrid. Especially in a season and Jude Abba, they have to change into a diamond position. Now on changing, say in the last 2 seasons, Rich, the guy has gone from playing in a front 3, all right, to coming into the midfield in a diamond. And every game, he's one of the players you don't watch, but he does the job. And I will go for Rodri, Bellingham, and Federico Valverde. Any more choices, so it's easy. Once again. I will say, Naya, no Messi in Ronaldo. What hold do they have over the players? They say they challenge them out to the extent say, when you journalists about who, when your popularity contest, these are players over 21,000 voting, and they say today, they still see Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo good enough in terms of force we are seeing and because of them. There's no Lautaro Martinez. There's no Ademola. Look, Lautaro Martinez. Wanji only the top scorer in the series. Anji best player. Osako Copa America. Osako we need the top scorer. But even now bench and look, your argument you be so the guy probably may be playing well, but on popular. Rich, last 2 seasons here, or the Inter boy in the finals of the Champions League. Are you popular? He is very very popular.
And then they say into the football come abra. Lautaro Martinez is popular.
I'm surprised. Our popularity, our numbers, our personality, and he's performing. And no, he is still performing. It's not as if say recency bias will catch him. It me new the amount of players, no. It me yes way. Rich.
Barcelona game no.
Many more train no. Vinicius and Yamil Amar on the flanks in there, many problem.
Okay.
I am only caught between me number 9, no. Erling Haaland and Harry Kane. I'm Alright. I will it's a very, very difficult choice, but I will go for Harry Kane. I think say Erling Haaland the absence of heroes, no, are affecting my judgment. That is how I will put it. Affecting my judgment. Now, Rich, because me listen here, Emiliano, Carvajal, Saliba, Rudiger, Rodri, Jude Bellingham, Federico Valverde, Harry Kane, Vinicius, Lamine Yamal. But because minimum voter, according to FIFA for no winning. Say okay, say me team. Let me share list ni me nyina half players no. They are deserving no matter the position to still be added to the list now. Rich. That is why I will go for Erling Haaland.
Alright.
It's me kwamebo formation na any year football da. Inti 1-3-3-4. I think say that is how my vote will go. So Emiliano Martinez, Carvajal, Rudiger, Saliba, Rodri, Bellingham, Federico Valverde, Harry Kane, Lamine Yamal, Vinicius, Erling Haaland. And I able completing me Fifpro World 11 based on our criteria na omo edebayan.
11:21. Yen chesi kan ba kon fio. So on the 20